didn't come through last night. This is a new pile. This guy is working at 7 o'clock on Sunday, blocked in the road. Good morning. It's day 13. It's windy. It's misty. Little cold. But that's alright. Okay, yesterday started off with Burton's Track, which is lovely. Nice going through the bush, and then out into some forestry. Stopped for lunch at a whare that had been built for Te Araroa. Continued up the road a little bit more, and then left Te Araroa and was walking down a big hill and then up on a nice track. A little bit of bush bash, which is a bit painful. Got to a forestry road, oh, not a forestry, a road which went along the ridge, and I followed that. I was going to go for about 9k, but I couldn't find anywhere to camp, so I went 12k, and it was so windy. You know, bracing myself with the poles at times. Today is staying on the ridge lines. It's road walking all day through a wind farm, and yesterday there was some shelter. Today there's no shelter. It's going to be miserable. I've got 26 kilometres to get to a little town, and I think I'm going to spoil myself and sleep in a motel tonight. There's the first wind turbines ready to go in. So I just walked up that hill for nothing and along here. I got to a junction and they had spray painted Range Road and all of the tyre tracks were going this direction. But this is not the road, unfortunately. You have to walk all the way back and then try the other way at the intersection. This is Range Road. So back to this intersection where I was, and I'm going to try that way. Came out down there. This is the Waihiatia Road, and I'm about to take my next track up that way. That sign's a bit bent from the wind, just how strong the wind is. Last night trying to find a camp spot was pretty difficult. It was just starting to get dark, but the mist was so thick that my torch is just reflecting back, so trying to actually find somewhere. And the construction, they've got massive wide swathes of cut through all the vegetation, and there was forestry which is gone, and the bush was just little short trees really thick together, so I was struggling, looking and looking and looking. Finally found this tiny spot. My tent only just fit, and it was relatively sheltered. I could hear the wind roaring through the trees, and I would just get a little shake. So it's pretty good. Feeding time. I think they're hungry. I'm up in the first of the wind farms. Most of today is going to be wind farms. Morning panorama. I'm following this track along. Right up there. It's cleared now. Still really windy. See where I'm going. Way off in the distance. And then there's a tree on the skyline. That's where I'll be tomorrow. This track is slow going with all these big puddles. This is one of the smaller ones, having to go around them. That's the track I'm on. And looking down to Palmerston North. My nice farm track, and now I'm on the smooth road, which will be faster but not as interesting. I'm surprised my legs are feeling alright. Yesterday I ended up doing 36 kilometres, which given I've got no pet fitness, this is not a bad effort. I'm 3 hours in now and my legs are feeling alright. They'll probably get tired later on, but so far pretty happy with the old body. My toe's good. Yesterday I felt it just at the very start, a couple of times, then didn't feel it at all, and today not feeling it at all, which is great. These are the old original wind turbines, different style. That's where I came from! These are the old! I was starting to get a sore shin just up here, so I have loosened my laces and that seems to have done the trick. It's a bit better now. It's the track I'm following up that hill. I'm leaving the wind farm behind now and I'm heading downhill about 4k to the flats. So I drop down, I then cross that bridge and then I take that road and then into the town of Woodville. I just took a short break and my legs have stiffened up. Coming down this hill my legs are now starting to feel tired, and my feet are starting to hurt a little bit, which isn't a surprise given how far I've come already. I think I'm at about 18 or 19 kilometres. But just pounding on the roads is always hard on the body. But there's a lot more of this downhill to go. I think this downhill is the most painful part. Wow, I am at the bottom, thank goodness. Alright, so I'm on the road. I've got 3k on the road to where I would be turning off, but then I'm going to do an additional 1.5k off trail to get to the town of Woodville. Some hot food and relax and buy a couple of things like sunglasses which I've lost. Here's a one-lane bridge. Woo, it's going to be windy over it. That way used to be the main road between Manawatu and here, but too many slips so they closed it. What I forgot to say is this was the end of the Tararuas. Woohoo! Another mountain range done. Next is the Ruahinis. And now I have 1.5k to get to the centre of town. Woohoo! Far on that one. Guess if you want the feel of a boat. Made it to Woodville. The main town's still another 700-800 metres up. This is home for the night, the new Central Hotel. And everything you'd expect. Little kitchenette and bathroom through there. Luxury for the night.